Now, a couple of days ago, I released a video on TikTok. Yeah, I am on TikTok if you didn't know. So check that out. I'll probably leave a link somewhere for you to get there if you can. Anyway, so on this video, I was on site with an ex-trainee and they were installing a soakaway and they'd never installed a soakaway before. So I helped them install a soakaway and it got a few people on there getting a bit upset. Mainly that it wasn't accessible because it was under a flag. Can't you lift the flag up and see it? So it was accessible. Another few people got upset about the insulation the guy had bought, which was nothing to do with me, but there was quite a few got upset about that for some reason. And they were saying I hadn't put an air brake into the system because it could get flooded, even though the house was on top of a hill. And if it did get flooded, the whole of Hyde would be underwater. But anyway, that's another story. But I was telling this to Jepp, who I've got to know over the last few weeks. Really nice guy and has invented quite a few things. And he said, have you heard of a Jepp stop? I went, what's that then? And he says, it's a no-return valve which you can use on washing machines, dishwashers and the condenser pipe on combi boilers. So I said, Chris, you better send me one, let's have a look at it. And he did, and it's here. And I believe these are only a tenner. Plus they're dreaded, but there you go. So let's have a look and see what it is. So basically, you get this little rubbery plastic thing with a valve in there. So I guess this is the non-return valve. Works like Het VO trap, I would guess. And you get two cable ties in here. So you get the stainless steel one, which basically fixes to the drain part, so it keeps it in place for the washing machine or the dishwasher. And then you get the plastic one, which connects to the washing machine or dishwasher pipe, which the customer can cut off if they move house or they're renting the house and they move it. So let's have a closer look at this thing then. So it seems to be made of rubber. There's a bit of hard plastic there. You can see through it. There's a bit of a plastic bag on the end. So basically, if this was installed on one of these wastes, so I do have one here. Now, this is your stop end, which you would leave on if you're not using it, but if people are using it, then that would be left open all the time, wouldn't it? So if you moved house and you hadn't put a washing machine or a dishwasher on there and you emptied the sink, all the water would pour out of there. So this is where this comes in. So that would fit in here somehow, like that. That would slide up there, and then that stainless steel cable tie would go on there, and then that would stay in position. So if I blew down there, the water goes straight through, but if I blew through here, nothing comes through. No, nothing comes through. Blew my ears off then. So that would stop any water once your sink's drained coming through. So pretty straightforward. I'm going to try this on my mum and dad's house later on, see if it does work. Now, if this was on a combi boiler, this is where obviously it would go on to the boiler itself. And I did find that what I've had to do is warm the end up of this overflow pipe so it fits on there like that. And then that stainless steel cable tie would go around there. Because this is rubber, it should be waterproof, and it does go all the way down. So it does go all the way down. And that end then there, take this back off, would go back into your condensate pipe like that. And then you would put your plastic one around there. So if I blew through there, I did get a tiny little bit then. I am nearly blowing my ears off though, Go that way. So that would stop any water getting back up here and into your combi boiler. So if you had it on a soakaway, if you had it connected to guttering, so that's where a lot of the problems get caused with boilers filling up with water when they put them in soil stacks and rainwater pipes without an air brake. But if you fitted that to it, then you wouldn't need an air brake because it would stop the water going back through. So that is a Jepp stop. So let's get to my mother's and try it out, because I am fitting a kitchen sink for them today. So let's get on with it and get to my mother's. Now let's pull this plug out, and you can see as I pull the plug out, water starts coming out, but then it stops. So if you'd removed a dishwasher or a washing machine from this connection, every time you emptied the sink, you would fill your cupboard with water. Now I've installed the Jepp stop, let's pull the plug out again and see what happens this time. As you can see this time, no water's coming out through the Jepp stop. So if you disconnect your washing machine, you leave your Jepp stop in and no water will come out when you pull the plug out. Now let's have a quick look and see how I would install this in the condensate pipe to stop any drainage water coming back into the boiler and ruining the heat exchanger. So this is the way the Jepp stop is flowing through. So the arrow is here, the little plastic bag is in this elbow here. So the condensate would come down and go out through to the drain. And if this was connected to a soil stack or connected to a rainwater pipe, then there is a chance that you could get water coming back into the boiler. Now if that happens, then you would put a air brake in this system, but with the Jepp valve, it should stop any water coming back up here and into the heat exchanger of the boiler. So that's my quick overview and a quick look at the installation of this Jepp stop. So hopefully you've liked the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.